Uh, well, that took longer than expected. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Commander Radix, and welcome to Transformers Lore, my series on this channel where I go into stories, characters, events, concepts, timelines, sciences, and more from the greater Hasbro multiverse. In December of last year, I began a 3-part series on the Universe War, the major quantum event that saw Unicron make a massive multiversal assault on the children of Primus. Today, I think it's about time we hit the third and final part of what I want to cover regarding the Universe War, and the bridge over to the Unicron Singularity Crisis, which began the moment the Universe War ended. As this is part of a 3-part series covering this event, I suggest watching Part 1 and Part 2 before this video. But before we get into the main topic of this video, I'd like to mention that nearly 80% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel yet. If you like what you see in the video and want to see more that Transformers Lore has to offer, please consider subscribing. It'll help the channel grow, and it's a great free way to support me in video production on the channel. And hey, you can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind. But with that out of the way, let's jump into today's topic. On Cybertron of the American G1 cartoon universe, the Maximal High Council has convened to discuss recent events like the return of Optimus Primal. Meanwhile, Optimus Primal is storming his way to the High Council while Snarl is pleading with Primal to make sure he chooses his words to the Council carefully. And so, Primal barges in and says, "The Dark God has returned. Once more we stand at the edge of annihilation, staring into the abyss." Snarl just remarks, "Peachy." Primal explains how he has been chosen by Primus and Cybertron needs to prepare for another battle with Unicron, but Magnaboss claims that Primus is an abstract concept and not an actual being you can talk to, like Primal claims. The Council has Primal arrested and confined to his quarters with the intention being to have him probed to find out how he came back to life. Meanwhile, Black Arachnia and Tarantulas meet inside Unicron as they make a scheme to launch an attack on Alpha Trion, as Tarantulas has noticed that the return of Optimus Primal was due to Alpha Trion and his connection with Primus, and so a strike on Cybertron is planned with a tank full of Piranacons. At the Oasis Research and Development Facility on Cybertron, the medic Ratchet from the Show Game universe is seeing to Sideswipe, doing research on how to cure the Unicron contamination. He wonders why he's still in the USG-1 cartoon universe, as most of the other universe warriors were sent home, and Trailbreaker explains that this is because they need a skilled medic, and the medic from their universe was a skilled medic, and since Ratchet has the same name as that medic, that means he's a super skilled medic too, I guess. Cheetor, Rattrap, and Silverbolt argue over whether or not they can trust this mysterious Optimus Primal who returned, but Trailbreaker says that, though he barely knows Primal, he can sense selfless courage and spirit in him. In the Rust Sea, Black Arachnia and her Piranacons arrive en route for a tunnel that was sealed off before the Great War to reach the Vector Sigma chamber. In said chamber, Alpha Trion and Primus discuss the recent arrest of Optimus Primal, and Primus sends Snarl to bring Primal to Primus, which he does, sneaking past all security. In the Vector Sigma chamber, Primus and Alpha Trion explain their strategy involving a cloaked orbital platform to guide and guard the planet, and the creation of a special unit to infiltrate Unicron and gather intelligence. Primus gives Optimus Primal the chance to bring any Cybertronian from across time and the multiverse to work on the platform and to lead the unit. Alpha Trion warns Primal that it's not an easy task to bring a spark from beyond the dead, but it can be done. And so, Primal picks his old friend Rhinox to construct the orbital platform and Depth Charge to lead the infiltration unit. While Rhinox is eager to do good and atone for his sins as the Viacon Tankor, Depth Charge is outraged at his revival. His entire life had been dedicated to hunting down Protoform X, and he was content with them both dying in the Beast Wars. And now, the peace that was brought to him in death had been ripped away without his consent. Optimus Primal and Depth Charge argue, but Alpha Trion steps in, telling Primal that Depth Charge will join them willingly or not at all, allowing Depth Charge to leave. Depth Charge takes a stroll around Cybertron, taking in the sights of the new techno-organic world, when he hears a commotion in the form of Rat Trap, who had been shooting at the environment to de-stress, and had fallen under attack by Black Arachnia. As the two fight, Rat Trap explains that he never trusted Black Arachnia. Depth Charge, though he now abhors violence, decides to intervene to save Rat Trap's life. Black Arachnia is temporarily surprised to see Depth Charge alive again, but she escapes the battle. Rat Trap pleads with Depth Charge to help stop whatever Black Arachnia is planning, but Depth Charge simply walks away, refusing to participate. Inside the core, Optimus Prime laments the loss of Depth Charge, but Alpha Trion reveals that they have one other Cybertronian who can lead the infiltration unit, as Omega Prime, the combined form of Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus from the universe of the American Robots in Disguise cartoon universe, arrives. Which is the last comic in the Transformers Universe comic, but not the last story set in the Universe War, as the official voice actor drama from the official Transformers Collectors Convention in 2004 takes place after it. Rhinox would create a device that worked to stop Unicron from summoning Cybertronians from across the multiverse, with inconsistent success. In one case, several Cybertronians were brought to a frozen planet by Unicron, including Landfill, Sideburn, and Prowl from the US Robots in Disguise cartoon universe, and a female Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, and a smaller Prowl and Ironhide from the Robots in Disguise universe glimpsed in the Worlds Collide story arc from the Dreamwave Transformers Armada comic. Rat Trap, Silverbolt, and Waspinator are deployed to rescue them, but are attacked by the Heralds of Unicron, including Reptilian, the Ruination from the Shell Game universe, Sunstorm from the Galaxy Force manga universe, and Perceptor, who came from the universe of the 4th Transformers Energon Pack-In comic, who had been enslaved by Sunstorm. During this, Rhinox's device accidentally brings G1 Trax, Bumblebee, and Cosmos from the past on board the ship called the OTFCC. Once they defeat the Heralds of Unicron, they save the stranded Autobots before sending Bumblebee, Trax, and Cosmos back to their time. After that point, we don't know much about the Universe War. We know Depth Charge would assist King Atlas in operating and maintaining a refugee network within Unicron. The next thing we know is that a large battle between the Children of Primus and the Heralds of Unicron takes place on the surface of Unicron. However, as that battle takes place, Unicron is defeated in other universes. Keep in mind, Unicron experiences time differently and can appear to be in multiple universes at once, and finally collapsed into the Unicron Singularity, a massive black hole that threatened to destroy the multiverse. When this happened, the surface of Unicron simply started to disappear from under the feet of the Cybertronians, forcing a scrambled and chaotic retreat, signifying the end of the Universe War and a technical victory for the Children of Primus, and the beginning of the Unicron Singularity Crisis. Many people who fought in the Universe War would not be able to make it back to their home worlds. However, the Universe War marked the beginning of important multiversal battlefields and was the event that preceded other multiversal events like the Unicron Singularity Crisis, the quest to repair Nexus Prime, the Shattered Glass invasion of the Classicsverse, and finally, the Shroud. But those are stories for another day. And that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I do videos on a range of topics and includes history and Transformers, so if you're a nerd who likes nerdy things, consider subscribing to the channel. Like I said before, nearly 80% of you haven't subscribed yet. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Don't forget to check out all my social media links in the description to see what's going on with me, and if you really want to go the extra mile to support me, consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.
They set fire to the forest, hoping they would catch the bear. I'm as guilty as they promised.